Hey everyone, Scott Hansen here. This is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap, presented by Lowe's. Earn your Sunday. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin in Santa Clara. The Niners at home to take on the Miami Dolphins. And let's sit back and watch Devon Achane. And this will turn into one of the best plays of the week. He's gone. This is going to be an 83-yard touchdown. From there, let's go out to Orchard Park, one of the toughest tickets of the year, the debut game at New Highmark Stadium, the Lions taking on the Bills. And this is the MVP from a couple seasons ago, Josh Allen. This'll wind up a touchdown. The Bills are in the win column. They win it in front of the home faithful and move to 1-1. Time to check out the NFL injury report for Week 2. The big news of the week is the New York Jets and their outstanding cover corner. He's dealing with a fairly concerning back issue. The prognosis, not a good one. He's almost certainly played his last snap of the season. A number of guys around the league off to hot starts, among them Week 2's Player of the Week. And we'll highlight this man, Matthew Stafford. He was on top of his game in the win over the Giants, running the offense as well as can be with 4 touchdown passes. The Rams are out to a 2-0 start. They roll in this one. Meanwhile, a look now at the rest of the weekend's top performers, guys who are starting out hot here in the first 2 weeks. Next up, let's give you a look at the guys who have put together a couple of solid weeks so far. It's our league leaders in receiving through 2 weeks of games. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from a jam-packed Week 2 of the new NFL season. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
Just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic, we are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, 2 teams ready to square off. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. On one side, Big Red, Andy Reid won his first Super Bowl title on this field, guiding the Chiefs to a win over the 49ers in Super Bowl 54. Across the way, the head coach of the Dolphins. His team off to the opposite start, 2-0, and they are at home seeking a 3rd straight win.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. It'll be a hot one, and off we go from Hard Rock Stadium. And he's going to be stopped here, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Not sure what this one is about.
Automatic first down.
They put Kelsey in motion. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. The rookie linebacker in on the tackle. The numbers for Walker on the ground a week ago. 11 carries, 58 yards, and add a TD as well. Once again, it's Walker. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. This will be 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes quickly out to right. They'll get him down behind the line, but the penalty flag comes in late. Looked like a lot of face mask on that one. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And 4 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he'll take it on in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Touchdown.
It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
And when things haven't been going your way, like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. Through. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Dolphins nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Miami offense set to go. Greg, they are led by Malik Willis, picked up back in March after a couple of good seasons with the Green Bay Packers.
I give this guy a lot of credit, Mike. He was very upfront and honest, not only with us, but with his teammates, that last week, it was just not up to the standard that they expect around that building. And even though they were able to win and overcome some of those bad interceptions, if they want to continue to give themselves a chance week in and week out to win in the NFL, they're going to need more production out of that quarterback position.
There are the numbers last week for Achane. 21 carries.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. On the carry, it's Achane. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
He'll try and run it here. It's Achane. First down and more. Past the 40. Devon Achane. And they're not going to run it down. He goes all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Miami.
And this is the conversation that surrounds the topic of running the ball in the NFL. Mike, if you're going to rely on scoring on 10, 11, 12 play drives and then fight it out in the red zone, there's a lot of pressure on that red zone offense. It's going to be very hard to accumulate a lot of points, but when you can be explosive and you can score from a ways out, that's the sign of the most impactful run game, and big-time play there.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Uh-oh. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready now for their second drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
a fake to Walker, and now Mahomes. And he's going to go down. However, there's a marker down. Let's check on this call first. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And a good run there to get him 5 yards. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down, Kansas City.
Now Walker. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings
Ball
up 2nd
right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Walker. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. It's picked up by the Dolphins. And he is out of bounds, but his guys are going to take over possession of the football. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
The Dolphins offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. Already Sunday number 3 of the NFL season. Let's remind you of what's ahead. The Rams, who played on Monday night, another national game, and a good matchup, interconference against Denver at Mile High, followed on Monday night by the Eagles. And he will get into the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Now Willis and his offense preparing to go for two.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point
He'll try to run it in with Achane. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line, maybe a little winded after that long touchdown run. In any event, the try for two fails. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken around the 11. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Play action here. Mahomes. That's caught. Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10. The run up the middle. It's Walker. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
Motion man is Rice. Mahomes going to push this one forward. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. 3rd and 2. Here we go.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
On now is Ariza to punt it away. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 2nd down, they need 7. Once again, it's Achane. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 1:58 to go in the first half of play. We'll come back to Miami after this. They'll stay on the ground with Achane.
Devon Achane, the ball carrier. A gain of
They'll break
5
the huddle.
brings up
It's 2nd and 5.
At the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
They'll run with Achane. And he is buried in the backfield. Loss of a couple.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Forced out wide. Thrown on the run, but it's off target. Behind his man, and that is incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Throwing, Willis. Got a man, that's Tolbert. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as this defense can't come up with the play they needed. They surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. A run out of the gun with A-Chan. Not much there, maybe a yard. This will be 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A run here with A-Chan. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
10 yards.
The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And he's going to be taken down, but a nice return up past the 35-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Chiefs offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Throw on the run is complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts.
Chiefs.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Second down and 3. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
Chiefs 10.
It all comes back to the turnover, and that's why this is such a critical emphasis for all teams in these situations, Mike. So you're trying to steal some points before the half on offense, but now you end up giving the ball back to your opponent, giving them an opportunity to come away with some points of their own.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. So halftime straight ahead as we go up to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. The first couple of weeks of the regular season were wild, to say the least. What about week 3? Let's jump in. Our spin around the NFL starts now. In Indianapolis, the Colts at home for a divisional matchup against Houston in the AFC South. And this is Nico Collins. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. 54 yards for the score. The Texans, looking to go 3-0 to start the year, they lead at the half. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants as they host the Tennessee Titans. And it's Tyrone Tracy. The team got into the red zone. He gets into the end zone. A 10-yard touchdown run. The Giants, looking for a win after 2 losses to start out the season, they lead this one at the half. Lastly, let's check out the front runner for Week 3 Player of the Week. It's our impact player, and it's this man. And it's the new Falcons quarterback for 2026, Tua Tagovailoa. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. The Falcons do, however, wind up falling in this one. And with that, a look at what else is going on around the NFL here in week number 3. In the game you're watching, it's been Devon Achane who's done the most damage. His guys looking to keep their unbeaten start to the season alive as we send it back out for the second half to our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Right now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Already Sunday number 3 of the NFL season. Let's remind you of what's ahead. The Rams, who played on Monday night, another national game. And a good matchup, interconference against Denver at Mile High, followed on Monday night by the Eagles and Bears at Soldier Field. Remember the double doink game from 2018. That's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to be taken down, but it is a turnover. And they get the football just on the fringe of the red zone.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Chop Robinson, the man to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They put Kelsey in motion. They go play action with Mahomes. Taking off, and a nice run. It was close to the first down, protecting himself, sliding at the end.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
We'll try and run it with Walker, and he will have the Chiefs first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches. Throwing now, Mahomes. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete, but there's a flag back in the backfield where the quarterback is. They may have got him after he released the ball.
Well, I mean, we see it every week. There is a conscious push to protect quarterbacks, Mike. I get it. They are the face. They are the stars of the league, and sometimes it can go a little bit too far, but this felt like the right call. It was close, but that's a late hit, and it's going to draw a flag near every time.
And the defense there to slow him up. He'll gain only a yard.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. That is Josh Uche in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. And his receivers blanketed. He'll just throw this one away, and it brings up 4th down. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. Now it's 4th and goal.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the 2nd half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
From just across the midfield stripe,
6.
here's 2nd down. A handoff. It's Achane heading left. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Brought down by Drew Tranquill. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Now Willis. Open man, it's Kazmarek. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Willis now to throw. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the 3rd quarter has come to an end. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, Achane opens up this 4th quarter. And the defense there to meet up. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Let's go now. 6.
Here's a handoff to Achane, running left. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead.
No gain on the play.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
13.
Yeah, so that's an important kick right there. In a game here late, you go ahead, you send your kicker out there to take the lead. And now all eyes turn to your defense. Can they get out there and get a stop and come away with this win?
Now a return coming from the 14. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Oh, the ball comes out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do,
carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Dolphins come up with the turnover.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The Dolphins offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down.
No, no. Red. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
On the handoff, this is Achane. Finds an alley to the 35. And he will score again. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Al Gonzalez to add the PAT. He's got it, and the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
23, Chiefs 13. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return coming from the 14. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Chiefs offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. First and 10 for Mahomes. Open man downfield, it's Rice. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And a first down, Chiefs.
They put Kelsey in motion. A first down throw for Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This one intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Miami. Gonzalez now for the point after.
Extra point.
The kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to extend their lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 30, Chiefs 13. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Woo! And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get back to work. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
Mahomes on first down. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
That is caught downfield by Douglas. And Butker on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs are able to cut the deficit to 10. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. They needed that to go their way to have any hope. But it's corralled by the hands team, and that should just about wrap this one up. On the ground, here is Achane. And he's got another one. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. And another score puts them in great shape here in the fourth quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, you're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start. And this is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chiefs going back to work here. Why don't we check their upcoming schedule for the next few weeks? They're at Vegas. Then they'll be on the bye the following week. They put Kelsey in motion. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Allen in motion. On second down, Mahomes. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's third
Disley
down.
is the man in motion. On third down, Mahomes. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he won't quite get there. Close, but comes up about a yard short after that scramble.
A 5-yard pickup.
Disley is the man in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
So the Dolphins offense heading out. And let's take a look at their next 3 games. They'll be at Minnesota, then back home for Cincinnati. And after that, they'll have an early season bye week.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go. That's it. Pack to 60. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Here's Willis. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Willis to throw. Pushed out to his left. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So I'm not really sure if that would have mattered, Mike. I don't think they were going to have enough to pick up the 1st down either way, but at least if that ball's completed, 3rd down's just a little bit more manageable, because now after the incomplete, they find themselves in 3rd and pass.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Top 19. Let's go. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Willis. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. First down throw, Mahomes. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
One last shot now for Mahomes. Now, a deep shot for Allen. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a win here for the Dolphins. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.